Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Lesley Sprague, and we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties, and from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I am your host, Lesley Sprague, and I am so grateful that you are here today and enjoying this episode. I want to chat a bit with you about what happens in between. The in between where you're casting your vision and working on manifesting it, but it hasn't manifested just yet because you're in that in between phase. You know what you want, you know where you're going, and it's just that in between phase. No matter how short or how long that in between phase, how do you show up in that in between phase? I want to talk to you like a little bit about my own personal I don't know if story is the right word, but my own personal way of showing up in that in between phase is I would, in a sense, throw like a little temper tantrum because I wasn't getting what I wanted as fast as I wanted, or it didn't show up the way I expected it to. And I also would, if it wasn't coming to fruition for me fast enough, that's when I would like try and force it to happen. I actually thought I had control of how this was going to play out. The only thing that I was controlling was the added stress in the manifesting of it. When I did this, one of my biggest things that I have had difficulty manifesting is our dream property. And this has been something that is in my heart and is so huge. I want it like yesterday. And when it doesn't come into fruition, I throw these mini temper tantrums trying to think of different ways to allow it or to bring it into my life, to try and force the hand, so to speak. But forced energy isn't allowing the universe to work its magic. In fact, you are actually strangling the universe's magic. So this had been my MO. This is what I would do. I would throw the temper tantrum. I would try and force it to happen instead of allowing it to be magical. So, what does it look like for you when you are in that in between stage? I want you to try something on here. When you're in that in between stage, how does it feel to act as if you already have it? Act as if it's already a done deal. So for me, for my dream property, for example, if I already had my dream property, I wouldn't be obsessively checking the realtor app every 5 seconds. I wouldn't be checking the social media feeds of all the hot realtors in my area. I would be enjoying my day, enjoying my work. I would be throwing myself into my work and having fun with it instead of getting caught up in this checking, so to speak. I want to remind myself of the magic. Remind yourself of that it gets to be magical. It gets to show up exactly how you want it to, and it gets to be magical. The void is where the magic happens. It's where we begin to build our faith. So if every time something doesn't go your way and you throw a mini temper tantrum, or you try and force something to happen, you're killing all the magic that the universe is working on. And instead of doing that, take a moment when you catch yourself in those moments trying to force the universe's hand. Remember to connect to the magic. Life gets to be even more magical than you ever thought possible. Whatever it is that you are struggling to manifest in this moment, remind yourself that it gets to be easy. It gets to show up exactly how, not exactly how you want it to. It gets to show up magically. Like you, almost like you're awestruck in the way it came about. Everything gets to unfold in perfect order. It gets to have so much ease. When we're trying to force something, it's like you're banging your head against a wall. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to bang my head against the wall. I want to see magic in my life. So when you find yourself going into those patterns in the in between stage of your manifesting, just remember to breathe and remind yourself where you're going and how you want to feel and who that version of you living that life that you're looking for is already, because that's already inside you. You just have to calibrate to you. When you go into these temper tantrum stages, for example, you're out of alignment. You need to recalibrate and bring yourself back, because what you're manifesting is already a done deal. We just have to allow the universe to work its magic and provide the amazing amazement for you. And that can be one of the hardest things, especially if it's something that you want so badly. It can be hard to let go of the control and the insane focus. It's like you have a death grip on your manifestation. For me, it's my dream property. I have a death grip on it and I'm squeezing it so tightly. But if I just let it go, like, okay, do this with me right now you can do this while you're driving, you can do this while you're walking, anything. I want you to picture what it is that you are manifesting in your life and it's just not happening just yet. I want you to put it in your hand and I want you to think of all the ways you've been thinking about it. And I want you to squeeze your grip. If you've tried to control the outcome, if you've tried to force something into happening, squeeze your fist. It doesn't have to be hard. Feel how that feels in your fist. It feels suffocated. There is no room for growth when we are squeezing our hands around it. And if you just slowly begin to loosen your hands, opening your palm, opening your fingers, opening it all the way up, and turning your palm upward. Feel how much lighter that feels. Feel how much more freeing. Feel the space around it. That's where the magic happens, is when we let go of the death grip, when we let go of the control. That's when the magic happens. Remind yourself that there gets to be magic for you. Remind yourself that where you're going, how you want to feel, and who your high vibe self is, because there is no other options. That's who you're becoming, and it gets to be amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I will catch you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. If you love this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Lesley XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley and Co XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.